flip on it, save his game, hard reset, let the game reload, open it up, needs to turn on encounters, and then start counting. There's a table on the Discord that you can use to kind of see what he's doing and what he's counting out. But you take a certain number of encounters here. This is looks like an 8-step loop, and then you're good. Of course, we do have to fight these because we have can't run on, so. So while he sets it up, Crystal Sword for Penguinator. A hair behind Zyrak at this point, but, again, not doing badly at all. Sees that Sid and is going to discard that Sid. And the Lunar Spark here for Zyrak is double D Lunars, which, okay, Flame, a little bit of white magic, these are undead, should be pretty straightforward as well.
Indeed. Given they are undead, we've got a plethora of tools for handling them. Even in the worst case, you can throw healing potions.
Penguinator giving us a look at the shop here. You're going to see a cat claw. Drain spears are for sale if you want to throw them with edge. That can be a real interesting way to do lots and lots of damage. He grabs 8.
And nothing quite exciting in the armor side of the shop.
Yeah, I mean, Drain Spears are the most cash-efficient dartable item, though. They actually have a very high attack power, but they are hamstrung by penalties to stats and very low hit rate. But when you're throwing, all it cares about is that damage number, so they end up being, like, the best bang for your buck if you're throwing darts. Second boss here for Zyrak has just Kaipo guards, so a pretty straightforward fight. Flame would kill them all, but he's just gonna probably go after the back one for better experience. And of course, Leggy, it is time for some D-Machines. What's the goal of the D-Machine grind here?
Get overwhelming power by fighting lots and lots of D-Machines and getting lots and lots of levels.
We do love lots and lots of levels.
So, how the D-Machine works is that the random encounter that Infidious is going to get into has the enemy known as the Searcher, which is one of those enemies in Final Fantasy IV that will summon another enemy to the fight to help defend it. In particular, we have manipulated it so that the Searcher we find will summon D-Machines, the Machine Dragons. And those are worth a lot of experience points. So what we'll do is we will find the Searcher, we will clear out any extra enemies that are floating around, then we'll hit it for a weak amount of damage, and hopefully queue up Tella to cast the spell weak on the D-Machine after it pops out so that it doesn't get too many turns. And by casting weak on it, we can just hit it with just about anything to take out the D-Machine and get that sweet experience. Utilize the life glitch to gain extra copies of the experience. Lather, rinse, repeat. If we do this right, the only attack that the D-Machine will do is its flame attack. I forget whether or not it's called flame or something else, but that only does percent-based HP damage.
So yeah, so you're going to see Infidious kill these off, and you're going to see him set up this grind and go through it. It'll take a bit, but it is going to be very worth it. Good use weak to take out the beamers as well, just for speed. The character was a third edge in Baron Castle. The trash bin held a protect ring, which will be fantastic for Rosa probably in the end game, but does us no good right now. But, it'll be nice to have.
Indeed. It's decent equipment. Definitely not what either Penguinator or Zyrak are going to want to see there at the moment, but it is still some pretty nice defensive gear.
You can see that what Infinius is trying to do here, by the way, is by queuing up these life potions early, is trying to buffer queue a life potion here with the Fire 2, thereby allowing for double life glitches fairly efficiently. Thereby, this is now 3 D machine kills instead of 2, which is pretty darn exciting.
Yeah, so the life glitch works because generic enemies aren't immune to any spells. That includes spells like Life, which raises characters back with a amount of HP equal to a multiple of their vitality stat. Of course, in Final Fantasy IV, all enemies have a vitality stat of 0, so when you cast Life on them, they come back with 0 HP, immediately die, and you get credit for the kill again.
Yeah, I mean, his mana is going to be a little short on Hallam to do this more than a couple times, but this can speed up your grind a little bit, especially if you're using the fires to assist with the buffering here. Like, there was another double, so he's now at 6 already, pretty darn quickly. You know, it's a little tough on your turn order. You'll see him sort of looping through his turns a little bit differently, making sure he's curing his party using these Cure 2 potions, but ultimately this can still be a very turn-profitable thing to do.